Hey guys, and welcome to our coverage of GenCon 2013. This is Game of Thrones. It's the top four. This is the first game of the top four. And we have on the right Tim Peterson playing Martell, and on the left Alex Hines. I am joined by Robert.
That's me.
And we're going to get this game going. We got Greyjoy, Black Cells. There's Martell, no agenda. You can assume that's Quentin. And we're seeing some setups here. Lost Spearman, River Row, and Lost Oasis from Martell over here on the right.
The
and
Reader.
We have the Reader, as well as Kingsmoot Hopeful, Iron Mines, Street of Sisters, and Street of Silk. An incredible setup, I think, for Greyjoy here on the left.
That's fantastic.
So this is going to be hard because that is a less than ideal setup for the Martell player here on the right for Tim. And it's a bit unfortunate. Usually what that means is the Martell player has run into a lot of events early. Obviously, he still wanted to keep it, so he went for it.
That's right.
And I'm wondering at this point, yeah, I'm wondering if it's going to be standard. No, he's opening with Fury, big deal.
Fury and manning the city walls.
And marching in a Viper's Bannerman. Going to draw a reveal and draw those two cards. Getting a Shadow Black out of there. It looks like a dupe of Arion, something I already had in hand. And I'm wondering, probably didn't mulligan that first hand because Viper's Bannerman was there, and that's a preferred opening, looks like, for this deck.
Yep.
Fury the Kraken to me signals that Alex is running to be a Kraken. That was one of my favorite opens whenever I was running that event. It's a great military battle, and it really turns that on. It does look like he has to be a Kraken in his hand. So dropping a Gatehouse, looking like a great economy here off the bat for Alex. Pretty exciting. You got to think, these decks have been through the ringer here. This is a long day of Thrones.
6 rounds.
6 rounds,
yeah.
Prelims. Cut to a top 8 or top 16. I can't quite remember.
It was top 16.
I think it was 16. So there's been a lot of games played today, and these decks have been forged, have been tempered by the fire, as it were, and are obviously quite strong. Street of Silk is going to put Wex out for free, and we're seeing a lot of interesting cards from Greyjoy here. Cards that you don't see a lot, like Kingsmoot Hopefuls and Wex, both kind of fell out of favor for a while. Vicarian's Reaver's coming out duped, not even really reduced terribly much. Wex and
the Reader
going to reduce that, and then -2, so he comes out for 4, looks like. 3 even.
Yep.
Beautiful use, Street of
good.
Silk there.
Yeah.
It still has, looks like, decent chunk of gold. What's the Street of Sisters? Yeah. So you just pay 4 for it. And there's the 4.
Moving on.
All right, so moving over to Tim, going to have to answer that. This is a pretty big open, I think, on the Greyjoy side of things. Wex Pike having a huge impact, actually, against Martell here. Really cool little meta include. Surprised it got through all the burn decks that I saw at GenCon. It wasn't terribly heavy, but you would think that burn would run cards like Wex out of this environment. But they didn't. They didn't at all. And Alex just called it right.
Coming out.
So Shadow Black and Summer Sea coming out. We can see some explosive action out of Martell here. I think that Viper's Bannerman is going to get the 2-clay military. If he wants it, shouldn't be a terribly big deal with 2 dupes on the board and an Iron Mines. Green Blood.
Ah, man, what a great card. Green Blood, what is that?
It's the Merchant,
the
Captain.
He's taking an icon.
Neil taking Icon.
Yeah.
That card that everyone started playing when they said, "Wait a minute, this card's okay."
Yes, it's an amazing.
Like this
isn't
card. This isn't a Green Blood, but it was okay. It worked out. He's not quite an orphan.
No.
But he's reusable.
Yeah, he's a reusable orphan. And generally, I find whenever I'm playing against them, he's doing exactly what you want to do. You don't often have to really shut off every icon on a character. If you take, like, the critical ones across the board, it's just as deadly, if not more so. Because you get to do it selectively. There she is.
And drop Arion with the reduce.
What a great card.
And I thought he had a dupe of Arion in there.
Yeah, I did too.
Maybe holding it for just claim fodder. Pre-challenge going to take away the Reader's Intrigue icon. That's going to take away the single source of naval that Alex has on the board.
That's right.
That's going to not allow him to trigger the Black Sails.
No toolbox for you.
Yeah.
An unopposed military looks like coming through because there's nobody with a crest and a military icon.
Yeah.
Good old Wex Pike.
Good old Wax doing some work. He funny to see some of these early cards that you started the game with still being so relevant.
You still have me shaking my boots every time I see Wex Pike hit the table. He dominated in our group for so long.
All right, so Xenopose going to claim a power there and lost Spearman for claim.
Probably the right choice.
Yeah. This icon control from Martell is actually a pretty in a decent spot against Black Sails deck.
Yeah, totally.
And looks like Kingsmoot coming on the Intrigue Challenge. Don't really want to kneel Aryan.
Yeah, I would let this go unopposed if I were him.
I mean, we got 3 claim coming through from her.
Yeah, that's true. You don't want to miss out on that.
You want that 3 claim Intrigue Challenge.
Yeah.
Against this board. That could actually be devastating.
And the Fury doesn't go off against Martell, so... Yeah. The Bannerman.
Oh, wow. Big
Not what you want to see.
there.
Yeah, that's a really big deal.
Power for the Reavers, and this is where the Reavers shine. He's going to be able to go ahead and chuck a location.
I'm assuming, what, Oasis, right?
No,
he won't be able to. Because Oasis costs 2, right?
I'm just assuming. Hold on, we'll see what happens. He's going to stuff it. And then Too Proud to Bow, or I believe that's what it is. Stand-in Martell character that's defending. Participating.
Very nice. It's a new event for Martell.
Yeah. It's not Too Proud to Bow. What is... I'll get it.
He will think of it. He will conjure it.
I just have to think about it really hard.
That's right. You're a thinker. You have one of those.
Choosing the spear.
I don't know, man.
It's choosing the spear.
I thought you were right the first time, honestly. All right.
There's the big 3 claim Intrigue coming in.
Here it is. There we go. So we got a high ground.
To be a Kraken,
Corsair.
Summer Sea, Corsair. Ugh.
Those are good pulls. So you were right. What? Choosing the spear?
Yeah.
Very good.
I'm almost
Steven's
certain
brain.
choosing the spear.
Steven's brain is amazing.
Steven's brain is amazing. It's my favorite brain. Military challenge unopposed. And we're going to stealth kneel the Reader.
Ouch.
With Lost Oasis. It's claim 2. Scooping it up.
Let's see what went. Wex.
Wex and the Kingsman Hopeful.
Nice. Good
wow,
choices.
This board turned around in a hurry, didn't it? What a huge first turn
I'm
for the
surprised
Martell
that he didn't use any of his saves.
You really want to save for the Valor. You really do. I mean,
I suppose you're right. And who knows, it might be coming right now.
yeah, and I think the Reavers are going to be a really critical element in this matchup. You've got to chuck those Martell locations. Lost Oasis is going to do too serious of a work here.
Yeah.
And Naval reinforcements there are going to go search out a character from the hold versus Power of Blood. So there is no Valor coming. So that's actually good for Alex. That's going to
Called it right.
There's less chance of that Power of Blood coming on the Valor turn when it inevitably does. And King Balin's host using all gold in reducers.
Nice.
Stripping all keywords off of the opposing team. Interesting Black Sails deck.
It is.
Because we've not seen any naval aside from the Reader, and his icon's going to get taken. So Agenda not doing much here, but Alex still playing just fine, getting some big stuff on the board. And that's the kind of thing that you want the Iron Minds around for.
And considering that this is a no Agenda Martell deck, knowing that Quentin's going to be in there invariably, nothing is better than King Balin's host to shut that deck down.
Nothing is better. No vengeful for you. Fairly even match going on here.
It's really good give and take right now.
I would really love to see a 2-claim military challenge on the Greyjoy side.
Man.
If you want, I mean, that would just be nice.
Reduce.
But it's just one claim. We got a 3 cost coming out.
Wait for it. There it is.
That's one of the drink waters. Sergeris, I believe.
Great card. Renown and what? Is it Deadly on that one?
Let's find out. Sergeris, one of the drink waters that I
Stealth
that I love. If he has Stealth and Renown, if you're not running an agenda, then he has those things. And after he's Nelson Defender, you can stand another Martell character.
That's awesome.
So I'm very glad to see in the top 4 these kind of concepts that we've been talking about on the podcast and elsewhere. Martell has incredible cards. It doesn't have to be about bleeding the board and going nuts. It can just be about playing all their good characters.
Yes,
they have plenty of.
Yes, and that character agenda deck is awesome.
Yeah. Now, Sir Jarrus not doing much. Stealth Renown, both stripped from the host. But he does have that after he nails a defender. You can stand something else. That's going to be nice with that Green Blood Merchant.
That's right. Take another icon. He can have unopposed military every day of the week.
Let's see what Alex decides to do here. Ooh, risky kneeling out King Balin's here.
Don't do it.
Looks like he's going to do it.
Oh, he's going for it. He wants the claim.
Military challenge, looks like.
So at this point, I just have to wonder if he is not concerned about the keywords, or if it's just more about the challenge and winning it right now.
Yeah,
or does he have a War Crest event? Does he have like a Price of War, Die by the Sword, something like that?
I think we would have seen him. I think we would have seen him play this a bit differently if that were the case. I think I would have swung him with the Reavers and the host.
Nice.
You just can't take Martell for granted here. They could have any number of silly things to do.
Yeah, that's true.
Gonna kill the Bannerman for 2 cards? Are we that close to a Valor?
Wow.
All right, so the military challenge is successful. I'm gonna have to decide the one claim here.
And of course, the Green Blood has stood. Probably get to that in a minute. He has a challenge phase action for the icon theft, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So he's likely going to take the Reaver's power icon away. Yep.
There it is.
There it goes. And then he's going to go and claim the merchant.
Very nice.
Bit questionable. I'd have to see his hand for sure. I mean, you can't.
Yeah.
You kill the Bannerman, you kill Drinkwater, you can't kill Arion, so it's the right choice. But that Drinkwater Merchant combo is really going to do some work against a Black Sails deck like this.
You're right, especially when we only had one on the board. This is just going to potentially snowball if the game gets longer.
Yeah, and I mean, with Alex sitting on what looks like 2 cards, shutting off that searching effect from Black Sails, I think is almost mission critical at this point.
Because not only is it card draw, but it's selective card draw. It's a tutor effect. It's just super good.
Power challenge coming in from the reader, 1 for unopposed, and 1 for the power challenge. And then the reader's effect triggers, but he cancels it with, he calls it thinking.
Nice.
So no card draw, which is really putting Alex behind here.
Yeah.
Only 3 cards in hand.
Critical for Greyjoy.
Really needed that. Of course, the reader triggers if you win an unopposed challenge with unique Greyjoy, you can draw a card. Or discard 3, but generally you're drawing cards.
Yeah.
And to have that canceled is a very big deal. I'm going to give Arion Stealth here. 2 copies. One of them's taken from Balin's, only when it's standing though. Going to Stealth the Reavers. That kneels them out. It's a claim 2 intrigue. Arion doing just massive work here.
1, 2.
Alright, so taking a Bastard and Aeron Dampier. Interesting to see Aeron in the deck being run here as simply a good character.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad idea.
Yeah.
And it looks like a military challenge coming in.
This is a pickle, right? How will that go?
Unopposed, going to claim a dupe of the reader.
No cancels.
He calls it thinking, all right. Made it out alive.
Dominance to you.
Dominance goes to the Martell player with the gold.
Excellent.
And this looks like this is really swinging in Martell's favor here.
Yes, unless the Valor comes soon, Greyjoy's going to have a hard time here.
This will be, now if we can get the Valor here without any nonsense, it would be huge for Greyjoy. Absolutely huge. Having Balins and Victorians on the board and wiping the Martell
he
board
went with it.
Be a very big deal. But you're giving that Martell player card draw, and this is Alex needs to speed this one along. He doesn't have the card draw to keep up in this battle.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. The time is of the essence here. He's got to seal the deal, and right now he's just tit
Only
for
4
tat.
power, no renown. I don't it's going to be a really tough road for him. Now, we could be seeing a double Valor here, too. That would really affect things if you think the Valor's coming from Greyjoy. I think Martell can also drop a Valor. Go ahead and clear everything out. You're going to have card advantage. You're kind of equal on resources in my mind.
Yeah.
And you've got the Lost Oasis here. Neither player is going to worry about the 0 claim. I think that would be in the Martell player's favor here. I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Very good choice for Tim. If you think the Valor is coming, and I don't know, it's tough to call. If you call it wrong, this game just really goes out of hand.
He could at least retain the Reavers because he does have the mines and a dupe on it. So even with a double Valor, it could stay on board.
Yeah, he could.
Which would be huge.
Yes, indeed.
7th strength Vicon.
No Valor. Okay, so solid. They both played a safe power of arms versus breaking and entering. So two big 2 claims, but initiative going to Martell here. And it looks like Seductive Promise. Man, if you could steal that Viper's Bannerman, oh my god. Man. Can you imagine what that would be like? The host, Reavers, and Reader, I think, swing in on a power challenge, try to trigger that thing. That would just be too big of a swing.
It would be. I would love to see that, honestly. Just to see it happen. What was his other card? I can't make it out.
I didn't see either.
No.
Martell going first here. Tim reducing with the River Row. Paying 2.
For a...
Got to be careful here. What
Quentin,
you put out
there he
for
is.
Quentin, yeah.
Finally. It's a big deal.
Yeah, so the Valor against Martell here, it's very beautifully played. Looking good.
Yeah.
For, Tim playing in such a way that you can Valor, but it's not really looking that great for you. You're going to get that agenda attached. He's going to draw 2 cards off the Bannerman, and he's already got a pretty decent amount of cards in hand.
Yeah.
So he can recover from that, whereas Alex, I don't think will recover as strongly from the Valor here.
Yeah. Man, if he still had that green blood out here, this would be a super powerful turn for Martell.
It'd be nasty.
But he'll have to make do.
And Alex having to figure out if he's going to sit on gold, which he does. He can't. He has nothing during it. He's got 2 Seductive Promise in his hand now. And he's going to get his entire board knelt out here. I have no doubt that Lost Oasis is going to do some serious work.
Yeah, for sure. Here it comes.
Intrigue, stealthing the host.
Talking it out.
Deciding kind of if he wants to naval in. Technically before stealth is declared, could naval in Aaron.
That's right.
I'm not Aaron.
The Reader.
The Reader, yeah. And this is a great answer to the host.
It really is.
Just a fantastic answer.
So, choice is... Oh, it's going down.
All right, naval and the Reader in, and then stealth kneeling King Balin's host.
Which does all kinds of crazy things. Instantaneously, you have that renown back, which is a really big deal.
Winning the Intrigue Challenge here. It's claim 3.
Dang.
2 Seductive Promise and a Blazewater Bay.
Blazewater 2. Tim?
Breaking and entering.
Great plot. One of my favorites.
Yeah, this is looking very good for Martell here. Renown is now granted because Balin's is kneeling.
That's a huge deal, missing out on that many characters on your 2-claim plot.
Yeah, and look at this, and we get 2 more coming through. Gonna stealth down the Reavers. Got Deadly. Bannerman coming in. And we're gonna see a 2-claim military here.
And oh man, that's a hard choice right there because now
saving the Reavers, yeah.
Valor vulnerable if there's a double Valor anyway. That's a pity.
At least now you can stuff the power challenge. If only he saw this Seductive Promises.
It's true. And losing.
I'm sorry, you can't. That's right. Quentin doesn't care. And power coming back in for Alex. Problem being, he has to use claim. Oh, Nightmares. Nightmares might actually be what he wants here. That That
Yeah,
saves
I'm
some time
surprised,
there.
honestly.
I think I would have lost the location and just
Me
kept
too.
the 3 power, 2 power.
Maybe he didn't want to lose. His Oasis would have been forfeited.
It would have been nuked.
Yeah. I guess he wanted it.
Definitely would have been nuked.
Plot time, everybody. So what would you do here? Are you gonna Valor as Greyjoy? You're gonna Valor as Martell? You're not Valor as Martell.
You've got no cards.
Yeah.
You have to understand you have no cards, and I don't
So you press
see
on
any
with what you got?
I don't see any way to recover from this.
Yeah.
I see no way to recover from this unless you draw into 2 naval characters, start winning some challenges, and win initiative at the same time.
Yeah. Whew, that's a lot to ask for.
It is. It's about the only way.
Power of Arms again, and
Power of
a
Arms
Mina
is
Pride.
actually going to win initiative. Mina Pride.
So what do we have here? It looked like he drew a Wintertime Marauders
Could be a big deal.
and a something else.
If nothing else, it's a 5 strengther
That's true.
on this turn. We've not
No,
seen
no,
Winter
it's the
yet.
fleet.
Oh, it is the fleet, yeah. Opponent is not running an agenda yet, though. That's the
That's
issue.
right, so that's full price. Is that Dampy? Can't tell.
I've seen a lot of Greyjoy cards, and I cannot make that one out.
Yeah, me either.
He's got a military naval.
Oh wait, it's the is it that that Raider that we got? Didn't he
Marauder.
have the
Rainbow Marauder.
Yeah. Can't tell you what. It's definitely not Damp Hair.
Once he turns, I'll get a look at him. It does look like it might be the Marauder.
Okay.
And see, this is the thing. I mean, at least he'll be able to get some challenges off here. This is about the only way you can swing the game around.
That's true.
Getting a big 2-claim challenge here would be very helpful. That does look like the Marauder the more that I look at it.
Cool.
I think that's correct.
I think I see his zombie-looking face there.
Yeah. All right, reduce intrigue, reduce character.
1 gold. 4. Oh man, not what you wanted.
Nope.
Last but not least.
That's the Doran that claims 2 power when he's killed, right?
Wait, the one that he just played?
Yeah.
No, that's the lady that is going to steal a power off character when you lose a challenge.
Bummer.
And that is the other Drinkwater,
That's
right?
the other Ironwood, the same scheme as Drinkwater. This is the knights that you want.
Yes, they are tip top.
And Ironwood, also known as Ironwood, Sir Archibald, Lord Knight, deadly and renowned, and he's declared as a defender. You can kneel a location.
Sweet.
Not going to have any impact here, except that it will stop iron mines. You'd have to kneel and discard iron mines to use it.
All right, here it comes.
And it looks like
Military?
Interesting. All right, kneels the iron mines. So Martell was going first here.
Interesting.
Did he pass initiative over?
Wow. I would not have anticipated that.
Surely not. I can't believe that.
Unless there's something we're missing. Don't think so.
Oh, he swung with the Reavers and he's blocking. Okay. Makes sense.
Oh, that's all it was. Okay.
Pop back in.
How easy was that?
Power challenge coming in.
Boom.
Defend.
No unopposed, but
2 claim.
2 claim. It's a pretty big deal.
And you're going to stand
Stands.
provincial.
Oh, here it comes. All those things that nobody wants.
Yeah, 2 claim challenges coming through. And Drinkwater going to come in unopposed. Intrigue challenge gets the fleet.
Renown.
1 power and renown for unopposed.
Power.
Quentin coming in on a military
Military,
challenge.
that's what it
Claim
is, yeah.
2 unopposed. And Arian on the power, going to be a clean 3
That is
unopposed.
huge
And that, I don't
turn.
know how you can recover from this. That's a huge swing.
Yep. So he's at 12 against his 5.
13 would be dominance.
Yep.
There's no way to recover from this. I can't even imagine what to draw that would save this.
Yeah, nothing, man.
You have to Valor, but
Yeah, you have
know
no
it's not
choice.
going to save you.
So what do you play as Martell then? Power Blood? You should have 2,
We'll
right?
see what he's got. Yeah,
Yep.
he's Power Blood. Yeah. He's
He's
gonna cancel the
canceling.
save, yeah.
Ouch.
So all boards are cleared. Arian stays on the board, and that's really the one that matters.
Yeah, at a whopping 7 strength now. That's pretty awesome.
And going to trigger the Bannerman, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Draw 2 more cards. Quentin
Oh,
becomes
man,
the agenda.
Vengeful.
Now in play.
Not the cards he wanted to see. Or Alex, that is. I'm sure
Yeah.
Tim is thrilled.
And 2 more, so you can tell a huge difference. We'll see. Alex probably knows at this point there's really nothing to do. Palace Fountain's coming in.
If he can get somebody with a military icon, it'd be fantastic.
And kneeling and then paying 2, so 5 total
There
for the
it
Viper.
is. Whoa.
And this game is officially
It's
over.
done.
Yeah.
Yep. Nothing to be done here. 3 gold.
Funny, Tim having a great opening, but man, that first turn marched. Manning the city walls.
A concession.
Bannerman comes
There it is.
in, and yeah, there's nothing you do here. All right, so there you have it. The Greyjoy versus Martell matchup. I think Balin's Host was a counter to this Quentin deck, but at the same time, it was handled.
Yeah,
it was
it
well
was.
handled, and the Bannerman happening is huge. Against Seductive Promise, a great answer to the Bannerman, but never having the chance. So
Yeah.
it was a back and forth that just didn't pan out for Alex this game.
Yeah, I think Alex there just didn't have the right tempo. He was just always slightly behind there. He had some answers in his hand, but they just got pulled right out.
A little behind, yeah, and that is ultimately the problem with Power of Arms is the low initiative.
Mm-hmm.
It puts you on your back foot, and with Lost Oasis, it's just you can't do that. So, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Agate Top 4. This was Game 1, and we'll be showing you Game 2 a little bit later. If you're interested in Game of Thrones, we do have subscriptions, house packs, all sorts of great stuff. You can find it at teamcovenant.com, and we thank you for all the support and all the viewership. So we'll catch you next time.
Thanks, guys.